Welcome to Cornbread Studio. At your service.
Didn't know we were going to be on.
Oh, yeah. Action.
Take one. So, welcome to the Cacklin Cornbread podcast. Straight from Cornbread Studio.
Also known as the Playroom.
Yeah, Sherry's favorite bedroom. Also known as Levi's old bedroom.
Also known as the boys' playroom.
You already said that.
I didn't say the boys.
The boys. Oh, the boys. If you haven't seen our blooper reel, go watch it. It's pretty funny. Except for I thought I was getting Sherry's approval to post it. And she did approve it, but then apparently...
It was going in and out because, I don't know.
Well, next time you'll tell me.
Yes, I will.
And I'll send it to you.
It's all right.
Because now she's a little embarrassed. And I'm a little embarrassed too. But we just are who we are.
We am what we am.
Episode 2.
Ching ching.
What we were going to talk about?
A buffalo.
But it's not true. Oh, were we still going to do Good Bad Buffalo?
You said we had to.
I know, but we're faking that it's yesterday.
It's tradition.
I didn't know you knew anything about traditions, Sherry.
I like traditions. Quit being a baby. I like traditions. But we're not getting into that again.
Okay, watch episode 1 if you want to know about how bad Sherry hates traditions.
That's not true.
We're pretending that it's another day, even though we're in the exact same clothes and look the exact same. Because we want to have a couple episodes to give y'all.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I don't have that sweater on now, so, completely different.
That's right. Alright, Good Bad Buffalo. What was your Good Bad Buffalo, Sherry? I even forgot, we were in the middle of lunch while this happened. I forgot to eat the rest of my lunch and forgot to throw it away. I just left it sitting on the table.
I went in there this morning to the conference room. There lays a giant wiener and a drink.
I think what she meant was a half-eaten hot dog.
Well, it's a foot long.
Yeah, a half-eaten hot dog.
Yeah.
Foot-long hot dog. And my tea, I did wonder later on in the day where my tea was. Shoo-wee. Alright. What was the good part of my day yesterday, Sherry?
I don't know.
I got to leave work. I got to go home.
You had a job to go to. You were healthy and able to work.
That's right.
Remember I told you that? Because I was mad.
Yeah, Sherry's trying to give me a pep talk.
We are blessed.
We're blessed to have this job, dang it. We were both having
Some
a good day.
people don't get to work and they're on the other side of us and they're dying and they'd give anything to be us. Made me feel a little bit better, but I had to give myself a good talking to.
Yeah. So, Buffalo, part of my day. I know. So, when Trey and I took the boys to a Toby Mac concert a month and a half ago, and they had this really sad part at the intermission where they talked about kids in other country that doesn't have access to clean water, and they were asking for sponsors. So we sponsored 2 kids. Andrew sponsored a kid, and Wade sponsored a kid. Except for that sponsorship's coming out of Monterey Bank. But anyway, so yesterday we got our packets that said, told us about our kids. Well, this is kind of a good and bad part. Andrew's kid is the exact same age as him and the exact same grade as him and loves soccer and fishing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which Andrew also loves. Wayne's, it said, we are sorry to tell you that the kid that you picked is no longer available.
They did?
That's what I thought, but Tracy...
Maybe they got adopted out. That's what you just tell the kid. Your kid got adopted out to a great family.
That's what I did. I said, I think another person sponsored them. But then I thought, dang, what if they are dead? So they sent us a new kid. Well, they said, would you be interested in sponsoring this other kid? I can't remember his name. So anyway, they sent us this letter and they were like, your kid is unavailable, but would you be interested in this other kid? he has been waiting for a sponsor for a long time. But then it says, if you're not interested in this kid and want to pick another one, here's the website. I thought, do people actually not pick the kid? And he was a cute little kid. But
I guarantee somebody has fussed over that. That's why they have to say that.
that is ridiculous. Well, I was happy to have him. And I'm going to bring their pictures. All right, good, bad, Buffalo.
Good. 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 Levi, my baby boy,
This is good.
who
Are you
did
gonna
not... I'm not crying again. Levi, who did not graduate high school, is going to college.
I know. It was really sweet today because he called Sherry and he was so proud of himself.
Yeah, he filled out financial aid. He didn't even know what he was doing. And he applied for trucking school through Whitfield Community College. And he starts college next Wednesday.
And he is so excited. And Sherry cried. She was so proud she cried. It was really sweet.
It was sweet.
Good job, Levi. If you're
Good job,
listening.
Levi.
If you're not listening,
You
you're
should
in trouble. All right, bad.
Bad. Today,
Yesterday,
something bad.
whenever.
Yesterday.
We're making it up at this point.
Oh, yeah. I know something that's bad.
Oh.
Even though I'm a little ashamed I use DoorDash a little too much. 2 out of 2 days this week, DoorDash has canceled our order.
That is a true story. I was mad over that too.
What? You assuming I'm lying all the time? That's a true story. Well,
Sorry. It's just a saying.
but I wasn't going back to, where was it yesterday?
Applebee's.
No, we did Subway today. A
And
sandwich.
It canceled your order?
It canceled my order way after. I ordered it. I ran to Walmart to get some stuff for the office. Come back. I was like, are they not here yet? Our food should be here. 10 minutes later, sorry, they were unable to fulfill.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's a very first world problem I should not be upset about.
Sherry's all about this first world problem things these days. Can't be upset about nothing. Lord.
Well, if you got to pick something, I mean, it's
Well,
pack a sandwich and go to work, girl. You know,
Right,
that's what I tell myself.
Well, I take a weight loss shot, and like the day that I take my weight loss shot and the day after, my appetite is severely suppressed. I mean, that's the whole point of it. So, I started my period, which is a whole nother story in itself. But I was feeling a little bad for myself, so I said I am going to wait and take my shot later because I want cheese fries. I want something good for lunch today. I've started my period. I'm not taking my shot, and I'm going to eat something good. And then we ordered Applebee's, and they canceled our order. How I ended up with that dirty old hot dog from Sonic.
It looked like a rat had been chewing on it too, which I know it was you. Yeah, I don't know. Both ends were there. It's like you, like it was a cob of corn.
Tore it apart so I could eat one half of it.
It's like she ate this hot dog like it's a cob of corn.
Wow. Okay.
Well, anyway,
What's your buffalo?
a buffalo. Gosh, something random.
Tell about pork.
Oh, have mercy. Sunday, Montana wanted me to come to Mom's because we were going to play games or something. So I get there, and Mom has this look on her face like, I'm like, what's wrong? She said, run. You better run. And she looked a little serious, but I was like, ha 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 ha. Well, pork. Here's pork. Pork's my sister, Germ's my brother, for those that don't know. She's got her pen and paper. Mom and Dad are dead. What do you want? I'm like, well, they're sitting right there beside you. No, seriously. Mom and Dad's dead. What do you want? So far, you have... You can't make this up. So far, we've talked about outside, and you... This is so dumb. If Pork listens to this, she's going to kill me. So far, you have the van and the truck. Okay? I'm like,
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Mom, Dad's alive and well. I said, is there something somebody's not telling me? You know, what's going on?
Yeah.
On another note, my parents have made their own
casket. They've made their own casket. And it's in storage in the building.
And they're in the building, so I'm like, anyway. Oh, there's so many stories to that.
And one day, Germ, I get a picture from Sherry, and it's Germ laying in
Daddy's casket.
Papa's casket.
But the bottom, he said, you'd have to, like, here's the casket. Daddy, the end of it, this is on and it won't move. It doesn't go up. Only the top goes up. He said, so we have to put him in feet first. So his feet goes under the...
I did not know that part.
So Jerk gets in the casket and is like, oh. It was ridiculous. My family does a lot of weird things in the building.
And there's Sherry's buffalo.
There's the buffalo.
All right, you said you had some questions for me.
Oh, yeah. 17 minutes in, okay. All right. What's a class you'd like to take?
Sign language.
Really? I told you my story about that. You don't want to do it. Just a move of a finger, you can call people ugly names.
Well, that's probably why I need to take a class, so I don't do that. What's a class you would like to take?
I kind of like a pottery class.
I would love to take a pottery class.
But I don't have any crafty bones.
Well, that's why they teach you. You can learn anything. Remember, Sherry, anything. Anybody can learn anything from anybody. That's not what you said. Everybody can learn something from everybody.
It's true.
They have pottery classes in Galax. We're going. I'm signing us up. All right, what's the next one?
All right. What do you think that people should do that they don't do? Lots of people don't whatever, but you think they should.
Something that I think people should do that they don't do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is a hard question. Eat dessert? Get an appetizer?
No, something important.
Money?
Okay.
Well, I think
I'll
those are the things, like, they don't seem important, but the little things in life that people don't do. I'm so sorry. Obviously, this is not scripted because I didn't say the right answer. It's the little things in life that matter. So, yes. Like, get the dessert. Get your favorite appetizer.
Hold the door for somebody. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. You're right. I don't know why I've turned mean.
Gollo. Okay, there, Cornbread. What do you think people should do that they aren't doing?
Well, now mine's going to sound stupid. All right.
Well, at least you'll have the right answer.
Stop.
All right, so what do you think that people should do that they're not doing?
I think I'm very passionate about this too.
Okay.
People should stop saying, one of these days I'm going to blank. Okay, that's fine to say that. But you say, like, one of these days I want to go on a cruise. Well, then you go on there right now, today, and book a cruise. Because you can book it 3 years from now.
That's true.
Put $25 down and pay $20 a month till it's done.
That is a good point.
Because, like, it's life-changing. Because, like, when we went on our first cruise, I just did it out willy-nilly.
Yeah.
I'm just going to book it. And then we started saying that we were going to go across the country and take 3 weeks off, which I really didn't think we ever would. It's just something like, I'd really like to do that, but you never actually do it.
Unless you plan it and do it.
So we planned like a year and a half in advance, and I really didn't think we were going to, but we had a date, and we started saving money. I mean, it takes a long time because I don't get paid for all that time. I don't have 3 weeks vacation.
Right.
So I had to save up enough money to pay the bills.
Yeah.
While I was gone. And then we ended up doing it. It was so awesome.
That is awesome. That is true, too, because, like, us going to St. Thomas or us going to the Dominican, I mean, it is. I mean, It is life-changing, and it's
It
so
really
much
is.
fun, and it's nice to go and learn about other cultures and see other places. There's no doubt in my mind, there's nowhere in the United States that could possibly look as pretty as St. Thomas. If you don't want to go anywhere in the world, you want to go to St. Thomas. I assure you.
Out west was really pretty too. But the thing is, like, I didn't used to have the money that I could even, like, the cruise, everybody can afford a cruise. You just can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're on the coast, like we live within,
Right.
We don't have to fly. We can drive to the port. So, but then, it's like $250 each. Anybody can save up that much money.
If you want to.
If you want to.
You can.
Yep.
Well,
I think it's just fun just to get out of your comfort zone and go somewhere else.
It is. And I don't know. And I think if you don't do it, then, and we work for hospice, so this probably...
You don't want to live with regrets.
Yeah.
And that's something I have learned from hospice. It's like, I wish I would have fill in the blank.
And it's always like, I wish I had spent more time with my family. I wish I had went on this trip. Like, it's never, I wish that I had went to work more. I mean, you know, the things that we spend time doing. That is a good one.
And so, like, I like the traveling part, because once I started, and you never travel alone. So those 3 weeks we went out west, we was with Hope, Logan, and the baby. And it's time we could never get back.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And so, like, and I remember when the kids were little, the things, we didn't have money, but that didn't matter. We would go ride the parkway and pack a lunch and spend time together. And it's like, oh, I'm going to spend more time with the kids, or I'm going to do this. And then you don't. And I'm as guilty as anybody.
Oh, yeah.
But the older I get, the more I'm like, we got to make these moments count.
That's true. That's a very good point. I like it. Sorry I didn't have the right answer. I still do think that people should eat dessert. I think we're like in the same vein. But
it is true. But really, I'm very passionate about it. And
what's your next question?
Oh, I didn't have that many.
Oh, sorry.
What was your favorite part of the Dominican?
My favorite part of the Dominican. So, we met this fella on the beach who was in charge of booking excursions for people. And Sherry, we had decided that we were going to do an excursion that Sherry wanted to do and an excursion that I wanted to do. Well, Sherry wanted to go snorkeling, so I felt like that was a little unfair because I also wanted to go snorkeling.
Had to do it over again, we would may not have snorkeled.
We would have done our own snorkeling.
Yes.
But so I was talking to this guy, and he asked me if I was a city girl or a country girl. I don't know. Looking back, I'm a little dumb. But I was like, I'm a country girl. I mean, I am, kind of. I mean, I live in the country. I have 2 goats that I feed. But, I mean, I don't own a pair of boots. Anyway, I don't know why I'm justifying this now. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm a country girl. Yeehaw, cornbread. And so he's like, you can take an excursion where you can see the countryside of the Dominican. He's like, we will take you to see the cacao tree. Or he said cacao. We'll take you to see the cacao.
Yeah, and she saw
and I was like,
he was talking about cows.
I said, okay, well, we have cows at home. I guess maybe Dominican cows are different. Cacao means cocoa.
Cacao.
Anyway, so he told us he was going to take us to see the sugar cane, and he was going to take us to see the cacao, and he was going to take us to see this, and he was going to take us to see that. So I was like, sign me up. And he's like, this is how much it costs. I'm like, say less. Here's my money. Let's go. So the next day.
Say less.
Say
no more. Say less.
It's a hip young saying. You should try it.
Sounds very basic to me.
Anyway. So, the next day, we meet a stranger and get in his minivan, and we go on an adventure. And he did. He took us to see the sugarcane field.
Yeah, he gets out of the car.
After parking it in the middle of the road.
And whips out a knife, literally this big.
A machete, yeah.
A machete.
And he says,
we're
follow
in a
me.
strange country. The man whips out a machete and says, follow me. And we're like, oh, dirty.
Okay, let's go.
If you stab us, nothing we can do about it now.
Yeah, we were in at that point. But then, yeah, he took us to see the sugarcane. We tried sugarcane on the side of the road. The Dominican police stopped to ask if we were okay.
Yeah, we thought we was going to jail for sure.
Yeah, but no. He took us to see a church, which was a very interesting experience. And then he follows his GPS directions like Sherry does, which is not at all.
I do follow him.
So he kept
Sometimes.
saying, like, it would say, like, turn here. And he's like, no, I don't think that's right. Okay. So he kept stopping on the side of the road. And by stopping on the side of the road, I mean he would stop in the middle of the road and yell at people on the side of the road. And say, like, hey, do you know where the cacao fields are? So we finally ended up with some young, I don't know, he's probably 16, 17, 18 years old, on a motorcycle, and we followed him to this man's house where he showed us his cacao and how to make it, and his vanilla beans, and his lemon trees.
He whacked the bean open, and like, we ate a bean right out of it. And
Yeah.
it actually tasted good, but you can't chew it.
You can't
You just
swallow
have to.
it.
I thought you couldn't chew it because I thought you just had to suck it.
Yeah, you're right. So, anyway, it was a very interesting experience. Probably a once-in-a-lifetime experience because I don't know that I'd ever be that dumb again. Because really, anything could have went wrong.
Yeah, but we booked it through the Hilton. We didn't book it through...
Well, we booked it through the man that works at the Hilton.
Yeah.
It was not through the Hilton. But
Yeah.
they knew that we were gone and that we came back, so... But that was my favorite. That was my favorite part. If I could only do one thing from that trip again, it would be that. What was your favorite part?
I just like the views.
Mm.
It was so pretty. I like when we walked out. Remember when I walked out the first time? I just busted out crying.
Yeah.
It was so pretty. It was gorgeous.
It was so relaxing too. We
lay around like a bunch of slugs.
until we had to compete in the snorkeling Olympics.
That was terrible. I mean, I'm glad we went because, well, we didn't die. And we did get to see those starfish were really pretty.
They were.
But, when I snorkel, I'm like, here we go. Relaxing.
Yeah.
It's like, hurry up, come on. And
He
they
kept
got on
yelling,
the fins.
Vamonos. And I was like, I'm hurrying. And we would swim so hard for what felt like hours.
Yeah.
And
we got to see the sea turtle, too.
Oh, that's true. And we would get to where the tour guide was yelling Vamonos, and he would be there for like 2 minutes, and then he would swim off, and he'd be yelling at us again. Vamonos.
But I apparently wasn't going fast enough for him near the end. He literally swims out to me and drug me in. But by then, I thought this is why people drowned. Because I didn't want to wear a life vest.
Oh, yeah.
But I was literally so tired, I could barely move.
It was
Because he was making us hurry.
swim at 100 miles an hour.
And the current was a little bit more than what we're used to. So anyway, drug us back. We tried to help.
We weren't helping.
I was kicking my legs, but I didn't care. And then, that's the worst thing on the trip for me. The stairs. No elevators. And my legs hurt so bad.
That was not the worst part for me.
The food?
The
stairs.
food.
No, the stairs was way worse than the food.
I knew I could make it up them stairs. I did not know that I wasn't going to starve to death while we were there.
Very tough. Very, very tough.
Does it have a good flavor?
No.
I didn't know I could make it up to of stairs. So I had to talk myself into it.
This
feels good.
We could have taken enough breaks. It would have been okay. It was bad.
We went up one flight of stairs and had to stop and rest.
They had a couch there. They wanted us to.
Embarrassing.
They wanted us to rest. There was a couch.
My legs hurt so bad.
I thought we were going to starve. I had a pack of 48 Slim Jims. And I thought, once these Slim Jims are gone, I'll starve to death and die. But then we found some good food.
Yeah, the Noir, N-O-O-R. The Noir.
No idea.
Well,
But you're such a good speller.
that's true.
I think this was a good episode. I think it'll be good. Now we have to figure out, maybe we need to record a signing on and a signing off and just use it in the same one every time.
Yeah.
Alright, you signing off or am I?
You can.
I feel like I always do it.
Okay. Signing off from the Cornbread Studio.
See you later.